everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and today I have a really super quick video. It's just a flip through of the stuffed paper bag journal that I did for Natalie at LineDotArrow for her challenge. And I used her Spring Blossoms kit, and I've got glue sticking everything to me. So here's what I started with. I started with this white lunch sack, folded this down, and I left it to where I had a pocket here, but then I cut this open here and made the entire back side of the bag a pocket. Okay, so this is where things are going to come out. I started with one of her pockets and glued it to the front, embellished it with one of her cards, and I have a little bit of netting back behind it. And then inside I have two of her tags. This one I did not embellish, I just put the netting on. And then this one I added the eyelash, but I added one of her mini journaling cards and her from her botanicals, and I punched this from one of her background papers. Now I had started with this bottom flap here, and I covered it in blue egg dyed paper. This one is from the painted book pages that we did earlier this week. These are all embellishments from her kit, as well as this piece here. And I tore a little bit more of this and edged it with the gold and stuck it in the back so that would pop off of that egg dyed paper a little more. And I'm going to leave these two off the side so you can see everything else. Then in this bottom pocket, I created a pull tag with plenty of journaling space on the back. And I cut out the word from one of her little squares, and I used multiple sizes of my whale tail punch that I got from Maddie. This is a die set, and I will link that die set in the video down below. And then in the painted here, I decorated with a couple of Natalie's fussy cuts. And then we have two tags in the separate pocket. We have one journaling tag here, made from some of my marbled paper that I purchased a long time ago at Joann's, and I did some stamping on that. And then in the second pocket underneath is another one of Natalie's tags with some crafter's square floral in the center and a piece of Stampin' Up! Ribbon. And then there's just plenty of room back there to journal as well. That slides underneath. This goes in the flap. Okay, and then on the back I have it covered with one of Natalie's digitals on the back. And then I have a journal on the big inside pocket. I have this journal with this bunny, and these are from Natalie's papers. And I tied them with some of this ribbon from my stash. I covered a file folder with some of the Easter egg dyed papers, and then did a panel of Natalie's papers on the front. On the inside, I have another one Natalie's pockets, another one Natalie's tags, and she has these cut-aparts, and I used a stamp, like a postage stamp die, to punch that out. And then I've alternated some of her papers with some of my dyed papers to make the journal. I did not decorate any of the pages. I wanted this one strictly for journaling. On the inside, I have a couple of her floral and word tags, and I still need to go back over those with my Teresa Collins. I've been edging everything with Teresa Collins Gold. Love this ink pad. And I've just been edging everything up with that. That's my distressing color. I'm not using browns or anything. I also pulled out a pink I might use later. But this is only the front part of a journal. While it is a stuffed paper bag with a journal inclusion, this whole bag is actually going to be the front cover of my spring journal. So then I have the tags there in the center, signature dangles in the center, more of my dyed papers, more Natalie's papers. And like I said, this is going to be strictly a journaling spot kind of thing. And I'll tie this closed here really quick. And then I'm just going to tuck those back there. And then this tucks down inside where I cut that slit open inside the paper bag. Okay, so that will be the front cover. When I get this decorated, this will be the inside back cover, and then I will have a full journal on the inside. So that is my stuffed paper bag journal for LineDotArrow challenge week number 2. I will be back here on Tuesday, because guess what? It's Reindeer Club Day on Tuesday, and then we'll be back here Wednesday for our next technique in our spring journal. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and creative blessings.